pleat. I am now adding the back lining to my main fabric with the frill already added to the back lining. I've run out of needles, rather pins, so I'm using the glass pins, which are craft pins basically, but people don't know that it is craft pins because these pins are quite thick. They are much thicker than the Japanese pin or the sewing pins, which are very thin and are not likely to disturb your sewing. These ones are very thick, and then the ball, if it gets anywhere near the foot, it can actually raise the foot up and cause your needle to jam or go under your dog foot or the lap grooves and cause your whole stitching to stop. So I need to be taking them out as I'm going along. So I have pinned everything, because all the way I've pinned everything. It's a whole massive length of 44 by 2 plus 15 by 2 and 8 by 2 centimeters. So that's a lot. So I'm now stitching them together. This section is so thick that I'm literally forcing it through the machine gradually as I'm going along. Alright, I have finished stitching up the lining with the skirt. Oh, the thread fell off. So I have pinned everything together. I've lined it up with the edge. So I have like approximately 1 centimeter edge, and the frill I had to shift it in so that I will not stitch over the nice section of the frill. So after stitching the deciding which section of the frill I want to stitch on, I had shifted it lower. You see, like it's totally low in there. You see, the frill is totally low in there. So I had shifted it lower so that this, when I'm stitching the back or the front of the skirt, it will not eat up into the design of my frill or into the length of my frill. So I had pinned the frill like a bit less than 1 centimeter lower. I've done that in the whole section. So, and then after I stitched the frill, I had pinned the whole section to the front part of the skirt, and I have stitched right on top of the frill line or the frill attachment line. And this section here I had stitched it by hand with a thread. So now the result is that my frill is full length complete and nothing has been eaten off. You can see it's right by the line, and you can see the line, there are two lines here stitched right next to each other. This one I evened out the stitching, so right next to each other. So when you turn the whole thing inside out, I had stitched the ends of the gathers, the frills together. So this is what you get, like a scallop edge. So this frill this way and this frill that way. Okay, so I will pull it out completely. This is square. So this is how I've decided to do it. Just stitch the two ends and just push them in, because I don't think there's any other way to do it, since this frill is much higher than this one, so they can't be stitched into an angle. And then to overlap, if I was overlapping it, I could have done that, but it meant that I should have done that before stitching it. I think that overlapping to have like a proper circle and to more distort the design more, I've needed to shift my gathers a lot more. So this is my design. I think this is the best option. Complete. So this is the back, as you can see, is with the edge line stitched on both sides. So this is the under, and this is the top with the glossy top part of the fabric on both sides. So everything is correct. I am seam stitching, so I made the pleat and I'm sinking my frill inside it. So I have done that already. I just didn't calculate that some of my needles might not, my needle head might be inside, so it looks like I'll have to do some wiggling. But anyways, everything is all inside and very well secured, and both front and back have been stitched in. I have decided to join my skirt bustle and the front of my skirt together, so it can open here to release the model, and here I have stitched it short, and I've put that in the front skirt on the curving region of the corset. So this is, I've measured the hemline and I've inserted the frills, and here I've had to hem it like literally 1 millimeter off the edge, because the fabric looks like the shifting of the fabric has been a lot. So now the edge, this edge is not long enough. Fabric is not long enough this way to cover. I have now had to add some interface. So there's the center of my main skirt top. So that's the center. Putting the center on, adjusting it around my skirt. I have had to add the super thick interface from this section onwards, because it was flopping, it was not holding nicely like in this rounded desirable shape that I want. So I have added it. So after printing, I'm going to close off this, and I have added it just enough to be on the hump area to hold it, so you can see it's holding it now. As now this section will be under the corset, so it wouldn't show, and I've selected a matching ribbon to ensure that the things are not visible when it's worn. Now you can see that the skirt is matching, so when it will be stitched, when the skirt will be stitched off, it's not going to be visible, it's going to be gap. So this thing is going to be straight like that. So a little bit forward. So a little bit forward. Was a bit. Anyway, I've seen it to measure it properly and put the stud here to hold it in front so that it doesn't slide up and down, and arrange this section that it is matching. So it's not critical, but it would be good if it was matching in this section. Bye. So the front of the skirt is matching, you can see. It's totally matching. So that's it, the skirt for my first outfit done. So just left to do the printing that will go here and on top of the sides, and then some small design that will go here at the back, and then I'm going to have frills and bows in this section. So I'm going to mark out which section is going to be visible so I can start doing the application of my haberdashery or whatever designs. The frill, this one has been designed to go back, so this is the front of the fabric, that's the back, so it's going to be up, standing up like this, and this one, well, it can stand wherever, but because I've ironed it, so it's standing more backward like this here, which I think is not bad, and here it's been stitched backwards as opposed to forward. I think it's more ergonomic like this. So here's the skirt is complete.